Israeli ambassador to India has given a long, elaborate, open letter criticizing the reactions that were made on the stage. This, remember, is very pertinent. It's also about a diplomatic relationship. And with the Israel ambassador to India, now Gilon, launching a scathing attack in this open letter at the 53rd International Film Festival, Gilon said, Lapid, who was the jury head at the IFFI 2022, should be ashamed of his remark. It's insensitive, presumptuous to speak about historic events before deeply studying them, which are an open wound to India. This, remember, is the official Israeli ambassador, while Nadav Lapid had been invited as a guest as a jury head. Let's bring in India Today's Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan on the same. Geeta, India and Israel do share a strong relationship. So this, in many ways, is now becoming a more sensitive issue, just beyond what was said about the film as well. How is this being seen by the Consul General who's reacted, the envoy, and precisely with regard to India-Israel bilateral equation, Geeta?
Well, the fact that this is a major embarrassment for Israel because this was an official event, a Government of India event, a major embarrassment for Israel as also for Government of India because this official event where he was a jury, part of the jury, certainly did not expect such remarks from a member of the jury, head of the jury, so to say. And yes, the Israeli ambassador to India has come out and elaborated what this means for India-Israel relations. One, he's said that a lot of people over here are now comparing his remarks to the Holocaust, movies like Schindler's List, so on and so forth, and whether if that those movies and the Holocaust should also be dissed as the Kashmir files has been dissed. That is one aspect. Secondly, he said that this has done grave damage to the ties between India and Israel, and it will require a lot of mending. He said that you've come here, you've made your statement, and you'll go back home. But the Israeli embassy over here, the consulate in Mumbai, will have to bear the brunt of the statements made by the jury member. And that certainly is a concern for Israel. And therefore, the quick but also very long reaction, not just from the Consul General in Mumbai, who's also in Goa at present. And remember, the Israeli embassy was in Goa in full force. From Gilon, the ambassador, to all the officials, diplomats were in Goa for the IFFI festival, and it's there in the presence of the diplomats that the statement was made. So a huge embarrassment, but again, an internal assessment that the Indian government will also be doing as to how did this really happen, because this certainly, while there are a lot, Pooja, of people who criticize Kashmir files, as has been the case with many movies, almost all the movies, some like, some don't like, some like the line taken by the director, some do not. But over here, in an event where Israel was representing itself diplomatically as well, it certainly is a huge embarrassment.
That's correct. And also, how many film festivals have had the jury head say so blatantly about one film and criticize it? Geeta, stay on with me. I want to quickly read out what Naur Gilon, he's the ambassador of Israel to India. This, remember, in an open letter, he has said you should be ashamed, referring to what Nadav Lapid has said. This, remember, is about a guest being invited to India who was supposed to be the jury for a film festival. In Indian culture, they say a guest is like a god, Atiti Devo Bhava. And for you to make a comment like that, you were invited as an Israeli, I was there as an ambassador, and then for you to justify those remarks. It is also important to mention, he says, I'm no film expert, but I know it's insensitive and presumptuous to speak about historic events before deeply studying them, which are an open wound of India. He also says, as a Holocaust survivor, extremely hurt, with reactions and outrage also coming in, but he adds, importantly, from your interview and your dislike to what is happening in Israeli politics, and is quite evident. My suggestion, I'm not sure that you have enough factual basis to make such comparisons. This, remember, has become a big showdown. Now, it's not just about criticizing a film or expressing opinion. This is as a jury head on an international event hosted by India. Listen in to what did the Israeli screenwriter and the filmmaker Nadav Lapid say on the stage when now it has become a showdown. Listen in.
We were, all of us, disturbed and shocked by the 15th film, by the movie Kashmir Files, that felt to us like a propaganda vulgar movie, inappropriate for an artistic competitive section of such a prestigious film festival. We were, all of us, disturbed and shocked by the 15th film, by the movie Kashmir Files, that felt to us like a propaganda vulgar movie, inappropriate for an artistic competitive section of such a prestigious film festival.